Hey y'all, Pi here, and we are back in How Stories Die. And it has been a hot minute since the last time I recorded, so I don't fully remember what was going on, other than our mysterious fifth member suddenly reappeared. So this will be fun. 2 p.m. Found you, again. Damn. It's way too hard with you as a seeker. Next time, hide yourself in a place where I cannot find you. Well, I mean, when you put it like that, I've tried to do that 20 times already. Horace. All you need is to hide and attack me using the element of surprise. This isn't very hard. Haruka. Haruka, sweetie. Have you met yourself? It's pretty hard when the seeker has a sixth sense. In the current state of scientific world, a sixth sense existence hasn't been proven yet, unless you are using Crochel's module, which is an Okay, you get what I mean by that. Right? Yes, an exaggeration, in order to add comedic value to a comment. Okay, I'm glad you know. Sarcasm, a mode of satirical wit depending for its effect on caustic and often ironic language that is usually directed against an individual. Haha, very funny. Are you ready for another round? Let's try something else. Maybe combat trading? Sure. Haruka disarmed me and my dagger fell on the ground. For the 25th time. Another round? I think you already proved you are better than me at almost everything. Yes, I know. And she's humble, too. Harsh. Harsh? Why? I am simply stating the truth. Just kick me while I'm down, why don't you? Yeah, but people don't like to hear that you're better than them. It may be the truth, but it's still hurting their feelings. I don't understand. Why would they want to hear the truth? Or why wouldn't they want to hear the truth? That will only make them stronger. Well, you see, Haruka, most people aren't psychopaths. Because people are weak, stupid, and can't handle criticism, but I am sure you already know that. Maybe that's the results of succeeding in anything you do for hundreds of years. You are incapable of understanding the loser's mind. And let's leave it at that, because I am too fucking tired right now for pseudo-philosophical crap. Sure, so what kind of training do you want to do now? I don't really know. Do you want to play a fun game that helps improving your navigation skills? Sure. Okay, I ask a question and you have to answer honestly. Sounds easy enough. Who do you think the traitor is? Well, I mean, if you're just gonna ask a question like that, I wasn't ready for that kind of question. I don't have any evidence, so it's just a feeling. A feeling? Do tell. Your feelings might lead us to the traitor. I don't know. Trying to think about anyone here as the traitor is hard. If Haruka didn't find the traitor for so much time, I think it's time to think outside the box. I think it might be me. What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I know the traitor was present way before I knew about this place. What I meant by that is that I think I am being manipulated by someone, or someone else in the Order is being used against their will. How is it even possible? What do you mean? Something like mind control, or a second personality? Uh-huh. Oh, please, if someone was mind controlling, me and Toshiaki would have discovered it immediately. And dissociative identity disorder was proved numerous times to be just an urban legend. Actually, the world of mental health is really weird, and there's a lot of shit that we don't understand yet. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Really? I remember hearing from someone there were real cases of a second personality. Sigh. Mental Illnesses and Other Lies was published 612 years ago by Asudias Kamaris. The Question of Dissociative Identity Disorder, published 1215 years ago by Kame Dentalion. The Me Inside Me, published 1819 years ago by Vual Kimaris. These names are killing me. And of course, A Study on Rare Mental Illnesses, published 2409 years ago by Sachs Vapula. All are respectable studies on the existence of dissociative identity disorder. Let me guess, there was another study published 3,000 years ago, too. Dissociative Identity Disorder, A Big Bad Lie by Eligos Zagan. And 36,000 years ago? Or 36,000, wow. 3,600 years ago? The Diseases in Our Mind by Andres Glacia Labolas. Okay, I get it. Weird. I swear I remembered dissociative identity disorder to be existent. But if there were studies published every 600 years about it, then I guess... Give me the most likely candidate. Seems like Haruka is totally serious about asking a normal person like me who is the traitor. All because of this master of emotions bullcrap. Well, if she trusts me in this, I might as well give it my all. I'm not entirely sure, but right now the one I suspect most is... Izo is a good boy. Genzai is a good boy. Haruka is not a good boy, but she's in her own category. So I'm gonna go with Toshiaki. I think it's Toshiaki. Brother Toshiaki? That's certainly a logical choice. Him discovering the additional syringes certainly puts him in a high place on the suspect list. Not only that, he is a strong magic user, so that links him to the arms. Yes, that is correct. And after the recent events, that wouldn't surprise me. About Toshiaki, there's still another thing that worries me about him. He really hates you. So much that he intends to kill you. Really? That's worrisome. Your face doesn't look like it's bothering you. I will just add additional parameters to my thinking process, and the problem will be solved. A problem that can be solved by adding more logic conditions and parameters shouldn't be of concern for us. I mean, when you put it like that. The reason I said it is worrisome is because I didn't know about it. Meaning there's a whole world of parameters that can be acquired using emotional intelligence that I don't have access to. A world you can reach. Horace, every time you discover information using your special skills, report them to me. Got it. Again, I'm not even sure I have the skills you were talking about. Although it seems like I actually helped her significantly, so I will just try to continue whatever I'm doing. Woo! What up, people? Meeting in the meeting room! A sudden scream pierced the air. Haruka covered her ears and silently cursed Brother Izo. Like right now, super important stuff. Like real important stuff. You don't want to miss that. Like, you would be very sad if you miss it. Yo, Haru and Whore. Please don't call me Whore. You are here. YouTube, I swear, it's on the screen. It's written on the screen. It's spelled different. Don't flag. Please don't flag these videos when I upload them. Yes, we are. Thank you for stating the obvious. There is a meeting right now. We are going to decide the plan for the counter heist. We already heard. Haruka's voice was so toxic that I swear I saw a little bit of poison leaking out. Cool! See you there. Like, right now. Izo went out of the door and continued to shout as he went down the hallway. How did he become an assassin? Or more accurately, how is he not dead yet? You breathing junk. At least close the door when you're going out so we don't have to hear you. You really don't like him, do you? I just don't approve of his personality and usual behavior. So yes, she hates him. I think that counts hating him. Whatever, as long as he's useful, I will allow him to live. Jesus. How nice of you. By the way, Horace. What? During the conversation earlier in the meeting room, I thought about a contradiction in our theory. Which theory? We have so many, and each one of them makes me very confused. Dare, Horace. About the traitor trying to divert attention. What's wrong about it? Didn't the traitor try to use the party as a diversion tactic? If he really wanted to divert attention, why would he put the syringes in the carriage? It's like saying, hey, I am a traitor and I exist. It completely defeats the purpose of the party trick. Maybe it was a backup plan. A backup plan that ruins the main plan? Okay, maybe that was a stupid suggestion. No, the traitor had another purpose for the party scheme. What purpose is so important that it's worth killing an arm for? Now, I suppose it would be a good time to go to the meeting. Armed with that contradiction, look out for any weird behaviors during the meeting. An easy job for the master of emotions. Haruka went past me and out of the room. So just observe my surroundings, right? Shouldn't be too hard. I hope. You would be amazed how hard it actually is to see things that are in front of you sometimes. Because, fun fact, we're getting a little bit of, I guess, brain science in this episode. Our brains are really good at filtering things out. Like, what you think that you see is not necessarily at all what is in front of you. Because, you know, in the before times, when we had to fight for our survival, making quick decisions was more important than, you know, being right. I don't know where I was going with that. Just kind of an interesting little tidbit of the way our brain works and how it screws us over in the modern age. Damn you, Brother Izo, he woke me up during my afternoon nap. Don't sleep in an assassin's household, or you might regret it. Oopsie, but you forgive me, right, Tosh? I think Brother Toshiaki should be the one apologizing. Throwing a machete at someone just because he woke you up is a bit extreme. Jesus. This? It was just a warning. Next time I will chase you down, kill you, revive you, and then kill you again. Jesus, Toshiaki. Nice joke. You wouldn't actually do that, right? Honestly, the two of you. One of them is a traitor. One of them is faking their behavior. Their happiness, their sadness, their anger. All of them are complete lies. And it's my mission to detect it. Aren't we supposed to discuss a plan right now? Right! Good idea, whore. Talking about killing little Izo equals bad. Talking about the plan equals very goody good. Okay, let's hear from everyone what information they've gathered. I used my connections in the police to find out the routes of their patrols on the day of the heist. The nearest police unit will be available within 20 minutes. Is that good or bad news? That means they won't disturb us. So basically they won't stop Mammon, but won't disturb us either. Yahoo! That allows us as much fun as we want. Party in Boda's house in 3 days. Who's in? Izo raised his hand for a high five. Anyone? I know the pain of being ignored after signaling a high five. This is the most horrible feeling ever. I reach out for Izo and give him a high five. Oh yeah! You're the man. Aside from that, Bodis himself will be in the palace during the heist, so we won't encounter him. Too bad. I want to get back at that asshole. As for Brother Toshiaki and myself, we mapped the patrol routes of the guards in the mansion. Gensai pulled out a big paper. This is a table of the amount of guards in each position in every hour. Gensai went over the paper with his finger. And here. Wednesday, 5 p.m. About the average amount of guards. What are all of the weird letters? You've got a good eye. Each letter marks each guard. We here in the new Genesis Order believe that a guard is not just a guard. He has an identity and habits. Gensai pulled out more pages. These are the identities of the guards and their usual behavior. How would you know all that in just a week? After you watch someone for over 12 hours hidden in a bush, you feel a special connection to them. I mean, get that parasocial relationship with the victim of your stalking. I even know the frequency in which they fart. Too much, Gensai. I think that's a little too much, yes. Amazing job, Brother Gensai and Brother Toshiaki. That's some very valuable information. Thanks. What exactly are you going to do with that information? If you know how the enemy usually behaves, you can predict what he will do next. Speaking of knowing what the enemy will do, guess who knows the details about Mammon's plans? Well done. Mammon! What? And me too. Jesus. You really should have just said me. Do you know every bit of it? Yep, you can start praising me in 3, 2, 1. Seems like I need to sacrifice myself again. Woohoo! Very good job, Brother Izo. Yeah, I know. Hurry up and tell us. There are 2 squads performing the heist. Main and backup. The main squad tries to steal it using the stealthy approach. But if things go wrong, the backup squad comes from behind and takes it with force. Do you know exactly the plans of each squad? I was just getting to it, Haru. Don't rush me while I'm in the groove. I feel like Izo and Gensai are slowly melding together into one character in my brain, and that's not good. I just haven't found a good voice for Izo, I think. In the groove. Let's take it from the top with the main squad. Yo, so basically, the main squad plans to enter through the front gate by hiding a wagon with some valuable stuff Bodus has ordered. Lots of super expansive artifacts and jugs. The squad hides within the jugs and comes out with a bang. When the guard outside examine the jugs. Don't underestimate Mammon. We are very smart. We? They are very smart. Being 9 straight months undercover does have its side effects. They researched the identity of the guard and plan to do a prep job. Just a little of Imposium into his morning drink and he won't check anything at all. What's Imposium? Derived from the name Ippos, the liquid known as Imposium was developed... We wanted to know what it does, not a 2-hour lecture. To be honest, I agree with Toshiaki for once, but I don't want to make Haruka angry at me. It makes living beings lazy after drinking it. Ah, Imposium. The nectar of life. Izo. I don't know what all you're on, but you need to lay off a little, bud. Just dial it back. Wow, Brother Izo, that explains so much. Once they park the wagon in the house, they go through the blind spot in the security system and get inside the vault. Do you know where the blind spot is? Yes, I do! But the problem is that I don't have a map of the mansion, so I can't... Haruka brought out a piece of paper. I assume that would suffice. Where did you get it? Are you some kind of map god? They let me in. Sister Haruka, you really are something special. Yes, I know. You're supposed to say thanks. Alrighty, prepare to witness my crazy route drawing skills. For the love of God, just draw it already. Toshiaki put his hand on his face in frustration. Here, whoosh, whoosh. Izo drew on the map wildly. There! So the vault is right in the middle of the mansion. Kind of tough to get there without being caught. Well, that's why they have a backup plan. Exactly! The backup squad is the larger group. They're just going straight from the underground and kapow! Right into the mansion, killing all the guards, getting to the vault. What do you mean by underground? Yeah, don't stop me right in the middle. I was about to describe how cool the backup squad are. A description we really don't need. They're coming out of the sewer and storm the inner plaza. Fuck the Bodis coming straight from the underground. Breaking into the mansion, killing all the guard. So we want to stop them in the sewer, right? Not again. Let me finish my sentence. As much as I would like to deny it, the sewer is our turf. So we will stop them there. So we just need to stop the two squads, right? I believe that Horace is better equipped for the smaller group. So I will stop the main squad. Horace and Gensai will stop the main squad. Toshiaki and I will stop the backup squad. So how do I and Gensai stop the main squad? We need to sabotage a part of the plan. The question is, which part? Definitely the part... Definitely the part where they are trying to pass through the main gate. Right, when they are inside the jugs and helpless. That's the perfect time to strike. And I know exactly how to do it. Oh no. We continued discussing for a few more hours. After many revisions, we finally came out with the final plan. And finally, we retreat back to the sewer and back to the base. You will have to reach the nearest sewer hole to the main gate. How long does it... 3 minutes. She measured the time it took to get from the main gate to the nearest sewer hole? I mean, come on, Horace, why wouldn't she? Well, at that point, it shouldn't surprise me anymore. Is the plan agreed upon by everyone? Yes. That's well. Good luck for everyone. Make sure to arrive at your positions 2 hours before the designated time. The meeting is over. Hey Horace, let's go prepare the stuff. Sure, but let's be cautious with those. Don't worry, I have a lot of experience with them. Being the stealth expert here, I need to use them a lot. Okay, I trust you in that. Alright, so it is not quite 30 minutes, but I suspect this next scene will take me over time, so I'm gonna cut it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, if you like this series, if you like other stuff that I've done on this channel, please consider checking out my Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can get early access to all of my videos, and it really helps me out. Like, seriously. And for all of y'all, whether you become patrons or not, I hope to see you again in the next episode.